What is up, guys? Poseidon Prospecting. We are here back in beautiful sunny California at the family spot in search of some of that shiny good. So today's video in particular, we are going to be sniping. This, for those of you who don't know, is using a mask, using a wetsuit, optional if you're a wuss like me and find the water extremely cold because it is snow runoff. A mask, a snorkel, a few tools, and in search of the bigger nuggets. A lot of beautiful scenery to film here today with you guys, a lot of fun to be had. So yeah, let's just jump right to it. Alright, so I'm gonna go over real quick with you guys the tools that I use for sniping mainly. A couple of these items I don't use. I use them for crevicing, but I bring them along anyways because there's some hours in the morning that it is cold and I don't feel like jumping in that frigid water just yet, so I spend some time crevicing along the bedrock and stuff in here. Okay, so first off, we do have our snuffer bottle over here along with a just a hand shovel just for any loose dirt in the crevices that I feel like digging out. We do have a 10-inch pan, a full face mask. Now, see a lot of people just using regular masks. This thing is actually a lifesaver. I don't ever dive deep. With those, it's actually really hard to dive deep because you can't equilibrate the pressure once you dive past a good 6-7 feet. But it is literally perfect. It saves so much air, so much wind, so much energy because I can breathe with my full face. I can slow down my breathing through my nose and everything like that. There is the actual snorkel that goes on the head. So next we have a rock pick hammer. We have my homemade crevice tool until I get one of Two Toes fancy tools. But this is actually just a gardening fork, 3-prong that I cut 2 of the prongs off. I kind of shaped the end. It is a little dull. Need to sharpen it up, but it does do the trick. It's harder to get into some of the thinner crevices, but I do use this from time to time. Yes, these are massive forceps, interlocking forceps. Those are of course, Tweeze the Gold. These are killer. You have to have these when you're underwater crevicing. Next one is a big help. I use it more often than not. It is just a standard crowbar. I do recommend I think it's a GAD bar, okay, by S-Wing. But this does just fine. Okay, and that is basically it. I do have a little jar for my nuggets. That's optional too, but we always hope we get those big ones we can shove in the jar. Yeah, let's move on. I'm gonna show you guys some of the area and I'm gonna show you the crevice I'll be working today. All right, guys. Beautiful. Okay, so looking from, that's actually up creek where you're looking now. So up creek up there, kind of hard to see. It's actually a lot higher, that's why it's hard to see. But as you can tell, it does bend around kind of towards this side, but then it cuts slowly back this way. And as you can see, tons of cobble up through here, some bigger rocks up through here, a lot of well worn, a lot of strong flow that travels through a lot of here. And today we will actually be working this area. And what I did not catch, unfortunately, last time I was here, because we actually had an emergency, we had to get out of here real quick. Unfortunately, we're 3 hours away, so it's not just like a quick drive. In here, I actually found some nuggets that I will picture right here on the screen. I found some nuggets in there that were actually covered with lodestone that I believe was chalcopyrite, bornite, possibly some copper, and some peacock ore and stuff like that. So we're gonna hit this area pretty hard today and find some gold. Stay tuned.
Alright, what is up, guys? So as you can see here, this is the crevice I was working previously. Unfortunately, I didn't get that video last time of the nugget that I did find, but I did get some good footage today. So what you see here is just kind of the bedrock. You see a low point in the river. I am dead center, more or less, in the river, and just gonna go ahead and show you my first flake of gold. I do apologize firsthand about the quality of the videos. I am new to filming underwater and I was getting used to my phone's case. My phone's quality is great, however, your phone case is the problem. It's very hard to focus the phone, but I hope you guys do enjoy anyways. I did the best with what I had, pulled out the best bits of the video, some of the snuffer bottle bits of me sucking up the gold, and you can actually see some bits of amalgam right there. So amalgam is mercury covered gold from the old mining days. The old timers, they use mercury in their sluices in order to catch more of the fine gold, and that is actually a rock hard piece of mercury lined gold. You can actually burn that off at home, or the best way is probably nitric acid, but both ways please use caution, and yeah, please continue to enjoy. So continuing on to the next crack here, you can see me scratch out the harder packed rocks, and yes, they are extremely packed in that hole, which tells me that there's really good water flow in there, that the gold will travel through there. If it is traveling through there, then it will get packed in with those other rocks. You can also see me here fanning away the loose material. Don't worry, fanning away like that will not fan away any of your precious gold. And when scratching doesn't work, and prying and scratching some more, then the best thing to do is to always use the mining pick hammer. Now, using the hammer, you just want to bust those rocks up until they're powder. It just loosens them up, and it helps loosen the crevice as a whole. Don't worry, because all that scratching, picking, pulling, fanning, and hard work eventually pays off. And here we have a little piece of gold and mercury. You can see in this bedrock there are, like I said, dozens and dozens of cracks, loads of packed material. What you see on screen is not all that this bedrock has to offer. I could easily spend a week every day, 8 hours a day in this same bedrock area. Beautiful pieces like this. Little flat folded piece of gold, but she's still gold. That beautiful piece of gold was actually so flat and so thin that it stuck to my tweezers. Kind of funny. Kind of reminds me of that alcohol I used to drink in high school. What was that? What was that gnarly stuff? Goldschlager. Now you can see me putting it in my vial. Mind you, this is extremely hard with one hand and holding the camera. You can see the rocks in my vial. That's to keep the vial weighted down underwater so it doesn't go floating away.
Okay, well, round one, killed it. I slayed it, destroyed those cracks. Okay, so that's pretty much the take. I do have, let me see. I do have some mercury in there. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But, yep, that's from that little crevice. That one piece is actually really big. I'm doing this one-handed, so I apologize. Yeah, you guys can see it right there. It is extremely flat, but gorgeous, gorgeous finds. So we did good. We did good.
All in all, this was turning out to be a great day. I was getting a lot more mercury covered gold, also known as amalgam, along the way, but I snuff up every bit. You better believe it. So going along this crack, I noticed a massive rock that was shoved into the bedrock. I was fanning around it to make sure I didn't miss anything, and then went ahead and decided to remove the rock. Now that rock was definitely jammed in there, but if you can get it to move just a little, you can get it to move a lot. Pulling out that beautiful bluish hued stone, I noticed an iron stain right on the base of it, right where it was smashed up against the rock. And lo and behold, not seconds after that, I pick up a piece of iron. Really heavy iron, really heavy piece. Must have been from the old mining days. Now anybody who's been in a river can tell you that when you see heavy items in a crevice like that iron I'd found, then you're gonna find some good gold. And what I found beneath that was the biggest piece of gold I've ever found. Now again, you guys, I do apologize for the quality of the video. I tried my darndest to get that nugget of gold on video the best I could, but hopefully it doesn't disappoint you guys as much as it did me when I got home to find out that the nugget was not as well in focus as it should have been. Again, I'm like 3 or 4 hours away, so it is really hard for me to just go out for the day and refilm it, or just get better footage. So I do take all the footage. I take several hours of footage just to try to collect the best that I can.
Just to show you guys what it looks like, there is water in here, so that's what it looks like. It actually might be 3 or 4 grams. I'm gonna say 2 just to be safe, but we will weigh it up when we get back. Let me see if I can zoom in on it there. Yeah, beautiful nugget, you guys. Seriously beautiful. I'll take some stills and stuff like that when we get back, but yeah, it's a good day.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I know I really did, but I wasn't able to weigh up that gold from today's take because my scale at home is broken, but I will picture some of the stuff on Instagram and post it on the next video. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like, please subscribe, and please turn on that notification bell. Peace.